Live long and prosper. I just really wanted to show that I can do this, I can do the sign with both my hands. A fun fact is that Zachary Quinto actually cannot do this, and they had to actually tape his fingers together to be able to do this in the first film. I don't know if he can do it now. But anyway, I am reviewing Star Trek Into Darkness, woo! And I got to see a special screening of this that was ahead of everyone else, and they gave out this poster there, and I wanted to show this because I think this is such beautiful art here. I think it's very well done, and this will probably go in a frame and on the wall in my room and eventually in the hallway where everyone can see it. I love posters that are subtle like this. They have subtle hints of what they're referencing. I just don't want a poster that's like, oh, Star Trek, written across it. I like this. I think this is much more cooler. So anyway, Star Trek Into Darkness is the sequel to the 2009 reboot directed by J.J. Abrams, both of them are, and stars Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, Zoe Saldana, Simon Pegg, Karl Urban, John Cho, Anton Yelchin, Bruce Greenwood, Alice Eve, and Benedict Cumberbatch. I did it. I got this all in one take. And the plot for this film is that the Enterprise is on a manhunt for this guy called John Harrison. He's very mysterious, but he's very dangerous. He's killing people, innocent people, and they have to find him because they can't allow that to happen. Before I get started on acting and what else is great about the film or what else is bad about the film, I just want to say that you need to watch this in IMAX 3D. The 3D is out of this world great, and out of the screen great, especially because there are so many parts where there's stuff in your face. And the thing that really sold me on the 3D is that there's parts in space where they have particles flying in the air, or in space, in the air, in space. And like when the ship goes into warp, it leaves off these particles, these blue particles, and it's like, it feels like they're almost on your face. I love it when they have particles flying around in a movie and it's in 3D, and you feel like you can touch them. What's worth the IMAX part of it is that crystal clear images. I could see everything on the person's face, but also that they actually shoot a lot of the scenes in IMAX, so it takes up the whole entire screen of the theater, and so much of it's in IMAX, not just like a little bit of shot, it's a lot, mostly action scenes, so that's great. So yes, I would highly, 100% recommend that you go and see this in IMAX 3D. Definitely worth it. So let's get on to the acting. I gotta first mention Benedict Cumberbatch. I love this guy so much. He's becoming one of my favorite actors working right now. He is so great in this film. He is the perfect villain. He's cruel, he's menacing, he's evil, and even the way he just keeps himself, he has the most perfect posture ever, and it's so perfect to where it looks evil. Like, normal person wouldn't have that good of a posture. He's just threatening in any way, every way, and he can fight really hard, by the way. Oh my god, what he does to some people is so brutal. The way he just, his body language is when he stomps on people or punches people. Oh my god, it's like, I feel like their arm is gonna come off or something. I mean, it's that powerful. Even though he is really cruel and he really doesn't have a lot of emotions, he does have a smidge of compassion. A smidge, I mean 0.1%. In one scene, he conveys his emotion, and the actor is so great because it's just one continuous shot. There's no cutting scene to, someone's facial expression. It's just him, and we see his face, and he's just talking about something, and by the end, his tears comes down his face. It shows how great of an actor he is. I hope he does well in the business. And he is actually so far, because he got this film. This is probably going to get him a lot more publicity, and he deserves every single rave he's getting. He's so good as a villain. He's so good at this character. I can't wait to see what he does with Smaug in The Hobbit. Someone else I got to rave about is Chris Pine. I thought that he sold it 100% in this film. I'm surprised at how good of an actor he is, actually. There are points in the film where he knows what he has to do and it might kill him, but he really comes into his own a lot more. He becomes a leader, courageous. I really, really love Kirk in this film. Also, Zachary Quinto as Spock. I love him as Spock. I loved him in the first film. I thought he was perfect for the role. This one just furthers my love for him as Spock. When he does show emotion, it's just so heartbreaking, you know, when he's sad or whatever, because it's just like, you don't want to see Spock like that. I thought he did such a great job. Everyone else was perfect, though. Alice Eve, I gotta mention her because she's new, and I thought that I didn't really see her in a lot of films, so I don't really, you know, I couldn't really judge if she was a really good actress or not. And she is! I'm surprised at how good she was in the film. She does a really convincing English accent, but also she's really helpful to the crew. She knows what she's doing, and it really establishes a lot of who she is, and I really like the character. If anyone I have to complain about, it's probably McCoy's character. I thought that Karl did a great job. He's a great actor, and I really like him. The thing is, I felt like the screenwriters were a little bit lazy with his character. He had some really funny lines, but it's nothing new or exciting about him. It's just, I feel like he has the same exact dialogue as he does in the first. I felt like they took all of the lines from him in the first film and they put it in this one, but they changed a little bit of stuff around. They could have written him a little bit better than what they did. But he was still great, and he wasn't annoying at all. I always like to see Bones. I think he's very funny. Anyway, that's all I have to say badly about the film actually in general. I think that everything in this film is almost, in my opinion, I think it's almost flawless. Everyone had something to do. There are a lot of twists and turns that you weren't expecting. Just really cool set designs, and music is fantastic. I love the score by Michael Giacchino. I thought he did a really great job with the first one, and this one is just great too. Definitely tons of action scenes. It's fast-paced, but it's not that fast-paced where they jump over emotional parts. It slows down to build the characters and the relationships. Everyone was really well developed in this. I really, really loved the film. I had such a blast watching it. Everyone was having fun in the theater. It was funny. It was action-packed. It was dark. It was dark, but not too dark at all. Not trying to be the Dark Knight. And it was doing its own thing, and I definitely give it 5 stars. We're waiting 4 hours in line, and yeah, I instantly want to watch the movie again after I see it. I'm definitely going back to the theater to watch it, and you won't regret watching it in IMAX. And definitely see the first film, the first reboot film, before you see this one, and also see Wrath of Khan before you see this one. It exceeded my expectations. So yeah, that's my review. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Remember to always keep it real, and I will see you in the next movie review video. Goodbye!